Hey, Warrior families, it is Mr. Mead. Welcome back. Friday the 19th. Okay, September is flying by, and we are narrativing ourselves through Unit 1, Personal Narratives. We are just finishing up Lesson 11 today out of 15 lessons. So next week, we've got 4 more lessons. There is a final assessment, and then the kids are working, which they started this week, writing a narrative about a time that they were surprised. We've talked about dialogue, how dialogue can add to our writing to paint a picture in our readers' heads. We've talked about strong verbs. We have talked about, using our 5 senses to describe how something smelled, tasted, felt, and really just trying to incorporate all of these things to make the personal narrative something that the reader can relate to. And if we're going to write something, let's not write boring. So working on that. I was concerned. Yesterday, we did a worksheet together. I don't have an example of it here in front of me, but I was quite concerned. Well, actually, I do. Here's one. At the penmanship that the kids were turning in, because about half of the class was completely illegible. I mean, I'm an English teacher. I've done this for a long time. Couldn't read anything. And so we had a really serious talk about that today. I used an AI-generated handwriting ditto that mirrored our assignment from yesterday. And lo and behold, I found out that turns out every single 5th grader can write clearly if they want to, or if they have to. And they have to. So, favor, if you could do this for me, if you see your son or your daughter writing something at home and it is illegible, please call them out on it. Because as we go through life, it's critically important. People actually do, even in this digital age, judge you on your penmanship. If you look like your penmanship is super sloppy, and as you can see, my penmanship isn't great, but at least you can read it. If you're handing someone a note and they can't even read what you're writing, the odds of you getting that job are going down dramatically. So being able to write clearly and legibly is a life skill. It is something that we will be stressing and expecting here in 5th grade. And so encourage your kids. Encourage them to write clearly. Let them know that you watched the video. Oh, school's done. You watched the video, you heard about this from Mr. Mead, and that you also share that expectation of being able to write clearly. For formal assignments, as you will in college and in high school, we do type them up, but there's plenty of examples throughout the workday here at Forest Area where we are writing things by hand, myself included. It is a skill that all of us will need for the indefinite future. So I'll get off my soapbox on that. We are continuing to work our way across the east coast of the United States in history class. We've learned about the New England states, the Mid-Atlantic states, and we're now moving on to these southern states. The southern states is a big region. There's about 12 states going from, what do we got? North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia, down to Florida, over as far as Louisiana, up to Arkansas, and everything in between. So the kids will be working on that for the rest of next week. And I will be out on Tuesday. I've got a doctor's appointment I have to attend to, so that's one day that I won't be here. But otherwise, we'll be finishing up, like I said, personal narratives, and we will be finishing up the southern states. One last reminder, if you could be diligent about checking in Power School, I am working really hard to make sure that that's up to date as assignments come in. I try to get them put in real time, including makeups. Also, if you see a low grade, there's a good chance I left a comment on that. You can click on the grade. There'll be a little message from me, including whether or not that assignment was legible. So feel free, keep tabs on your kids. I check in with my son once a week in Power School, make sure his grades are where they need to be. And if you have questions about that, please feel free. Send me an email, mmead@forestarea.org, and I'll be happy to get back with you. Thanks so much. Hope you guys enjoy the tailgate. Go Warriors.